Gary Knight here. 10K a month sounds great, but what do you have to do to get it?
In today's video, I'm going to show you the 5 different income streams I have that generate me around $15,000 every single month in passive income. So we are going to start from the lowest income stream that I make the least amount from all the way to the highest and go through them all. I'm going to show you exactly how much I'm making, show you the exact results, refresh the page, everything. I'm going to be starting with the lowest. So my first passive income stream is actually selling PDF guides online. So this is my first source of passive income, and this is on a website called Gumroad. And basically on Gumroad you can put like digital products up for sale and stuff like that. So I actually just have like a little PDF up there. It was about Shopify. I made a video like a year ago about it, and I think I made a sale with it today, but it's only a couple dollars. So as you can see, I made $55. I'll refresh it because if I don't, people will start saying stupid stuff. So I'll go ahead and refresh it and prove I made $55. But you can see, it's just 25 bucks that day, 5, 10, whatever. So nothing crazy. This is definitely my lowest source by far. But hey, it's an extra $55 a month for work I haven't touched in over a year pretty much. So
but the news is that in the month of January alone, last month meaning, I made over $10,000 in my business. So it was my first time ever achieving a milestone like this, to be able to make a 10K month. Like I can't fail. This has to happen, essentially is what I told myself. Failure is not an option. I don't care if it takes 100 videos that I need to post on YouTube. I don't care if it means working for free with people for a while or working at a coffee shop for a year plus. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna make my coaching business happen. I'm going to make my YouTube channel happen. I'm gonna make my personal brand happen. There's no option for failure, because I know at the end of the day, the only way that you fail is if you give up. And I told myself, if I never give up, then I'll never fail. And since then, I've been a stubborn biatch in terms of managing my business. I've let go of some relationships and I've tarnished some relationships. But that's because I'm protecting my dream. And I was very ruthless in who I let into my circle. If you don't believe in me, then get the fuck out. That was basically my attitude. And
Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a boring dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money, and just enjoying life? No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you. So here's to your freedom. All right, so let me talk about what it should be, okay? What should the path to $10,000 a month be? It's very simple. Number one, it should be location independent, right? You want to be able to do it from wherever you want, and you want to be able to travel as you do it. You want to do it without needing office space or a practice or something like that, and without having to go somewhere, right? You want to be able to do it from your basement if you want. You want to be able to do it from a beach in Hawaii. You want to be able to do it as you're going snowboarding up the Austrian Alps. By the way, we are in a small little village in the Austrian Alps right now. And on top of that, you want it to be time independent, right? If you're somebody like me, I like to sleep in. I like to do things at night. I want to stay up, and I don't want to work in the morning. I don't want to have to commute, right? I don't want to have to be somewhere at a specific time. I want to enjoy my full autonomous freedom. So it definitely should be something that is time independent as well, right? Now, on top of that, you obviously also want to have something that has high profit margins, right? You want to make high profit. You don't only want to make high revenue and, pat yourself on the ego shoulder saying, I made this much money, but the bottom line is way less. No, you want to have something that gives you high profit margins, extremely high profit margins, right? Now, how do you get there? I'm going to tell you in a sec how to get there. Before, let's talk about how to not get there, because there's a lot of BS out there on the internet, There's a lot of people out there that think this is the best way to make money, but there's so many pitfalls in the following couple things. So how not to do it. Number one, physical product. Okay, stop selling physical products. Don't do that. Why? Because usually when you sell physical products, you have to source that product from somewhere, which impedes on your ability to be free, both locally as well as in a time manner. And obviously also you have far less profit margins if you're selling a physical product, all right? You got to understand that you'll have far less profit if you have to, invest certain money to source that physical product, especially when you're starting out. There's a lot of risk involved in that, and you want to stay away from that risk as much as possible because it's just not necessary, right? So physical product's not a good idea. How would I do it though? How would I get to 10K a month? What is the by far best way that I'm aware of, and that is also very, very fast? And that is the following. Number one, pick something that you're good at. All right? Pick something that you're good at in terms of something you have experience in already. Okay? There's so many skills that you actually have slumbering within you that you might not think are worthy of 10K, but other people will be happily paying you money for. You got to understand that you have much more skills within you than you'd actually might think.
Again, Gary Knight here. So, what do you think about those guys? If you want to make it easier on yourself, hit link below and learn the right way or an easier way. Speak to you soon. Bye.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Brendan here, and I just accidentally sent out the starting now email like 7 minutes too early. So you guys are all the early birds on the call here. Now, I can already see we got 250 people on, and we got 7 minutes to go. There's 500 seats total. Yes, all those seats are going to fill up. So if you do have a seat right now, don't accidentally disconnect or leave and then try and come back at 7 p.m. because those seats are going to all get taken. And if you do have a seat on the call right now, you are good to go, sirs and ladies of the land out there. Now, just to see who is actually being represented on the call here today, give me a shout out where you're coming from. I like to see who we got in and around this globe we got going on here. So I'm in Canada right now, guys. I'm in the western side of Canada here with my girlfriend who's actually from Mexico. And, we just actually bought a house down here. We moved in last week, and we've just been kind of enjoying our house here. Let me go ahead and plug this in so my laptop doesn't fall apart here and break down. So I can see we got Donna. It's actually the name of my mother. Hey, Donna. Donna's coming from New Zealand. We got Thelma from Nashville, Texas. Anna from Sacramento, California. We got, Kenneth from Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. Ron from Colorado. Raymond from Colombia. Raymond, if you don't mind me asking there, Raymond, which city are you in Colombia? Because Colombia is actually one of my favorite countries in the world. It might be my favorite, actually. It's Colombia and Canada are my two favorite countries. And I was I spent a year living in Medellin down there. And man, it's beautiful there. If you guys, anybody on the call right now, if you've ever heard of Colombia or thought about going to Colombia before and you're into traveling, just do it. You are going to love Colombia. It's super, super, super sick there.
Did you meet Pablo Escobar?
Pablo Escobar territory. Yeah, we got Jono on the call, guys. So go ahead and say hello to Jono. He just popped on the call.
Good morning, guys. Good evening.
So we got hi. What's up, Jono?
Hey, dudes.
So a lot of people saying hi to Jono on there. Good morning. Yeah, no, Pablo Escobar, a lot of people are afraid to go there because, 10 years ago there was bombs going off all over the city and stuff. But and actually when I used to be a high school teacher, which I'm going to talk about later on in the call here, I taught in Colombia. So I taught Colombian kids, and a lot of them were involved in the Pablo Escobar days in one way or another. But if you go there today, it's just filled with beautiful women, beautiful weather. They got gondola transportation. It's literally one of the it's like no other place that I've ever seen. It's super, super sick there.
When are you going back next?
We talk about going back all the time. I went there on my birthday this year, so it was the January, and my girlfriend didn't, and she kind of felt gypped because she had to go back for one of her family's birthdays. I think it was her aunt or something had a birthday, so she stayed in Mexico for it. And she's really itching to go back too because we actually met in Colombia, and she loves it there. She absolutely loves it there. Actually, where you live, Jono, is not too shabby. Down in Indonesia is pretty beautiful as well.
Not too shabby at all. Definitely, there's some really nice places around here, especially the islands and the beaches and stuff.
I love. We're going to show pictures later on, but Lombok you know, if you watch the movie Eat, Pray, Love, with Julia Roberts, which is one of my favorite movies, mainly just because she travels around and I love traveling. But she's in Lombok in that movie. And when she's in Bali, and it's just absolutely beautiful there. It's just, you know, it's a nice life. They're very much into like spirituality, good vibes, and ocean, and you know, it's a good thing, eh?
Yeah, they got everything you need, definitely. And the price of living here is just really, really cheap. I mean, compared to the West, yeah. It's probably the same in Colombia too. You know, the price of living is like 10% of what it is in the States.
Yeah, not that you need it. What do you mean? You made like, I don't know for how many people on the call here know that Jono's made over $100,000 his last 3 months in a row. So in the last 3 months, he's made over $300,000 in US. Give me a yes in the chat box if you knew that Jono was making that kind of money right now. You got people saying, geez, Jesus Christ.
Pretty crazy, yeah.
People are saying, wow, yes. That's awesome, right? Yeah, holy shit. So yeah, the comments in here are crazy. So I'm sure people are wondering, Jonah, how are you making all that money? How are you making so much money right now?
Oh, well, basically it's a bit of a long story, and I'll get into the whole story later on because I'm sure it's going to relate with a lot of you probably. But I was in a place where I was close to the breadline a couple of years ago in 2017. I was struggling to make ends meet. I searched the internet for how to make money online. I came across Brendan's YouTube channel, and I started going through his videos, trying to piece everything together. And long story short, I got in touch with Brendan and I said, you know, how can I take this to the next level? I really need to start making some decent money. And he asked me to attend a live training call, just as you guys are attending this one today. It's the exact same call. So I got on the call. I learned a ton of stuff, and within a couple of months, I was earning well over $200, $300 a day. And then everything's just gone completely crazy since then. It's all snowballed to the point where I'm making $100,000 a month now.
That is insane. You know, what I think would be kind of good, because some people say, well, so much fake it till you make it out there and such bullshit. If you should share your screen and show people some of your results, because I know we got some people, you know, a lot of people on here like, hell yeah, I know Jono is. I know he's crushing it out there. And some people are saying, oh, this Jono guy's full of shit. He's not making that kind of money.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, go ahead and show that on there.
Yeah, I just put my webcam on. It's pretty dark here right now, but I guess you can see me. If you can see me, just put number 2 in the chat box. Awesome.
We got two, tons of twos coming in there.
Sweet. All right, I'll share my screen. Here we go. Okay, screen. Okay, I need to make myself the presenter first, so I'll do that. There we go. Show my screen. Right. Okay, so I've got the chat box up at the moment, right? So because I'm going to be monitoring all of your questions that come in the chat box while Brendan's doing most of the talking. So that's why the chat box is on there. But I can show you inside of my Warrior Plus account if I just move this out of the way and move this out of the way. Can you see my browser window right now, my Warrior Plus account?
Yes, sir. We can see that big 16,000 from yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, 16,000 yesterday. Today, so far, it's $2,000. You know, and I've only just woken up. You know, it's still, you can probably see my clock down here. It's still showing 6 a.m. And this is like pretty much what happens every day when I wake up. You know, I've made over 4 figures as soon as I wake up, which is ridiculously cool. You can see my stats down here, right? In the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, there's 52,000 in there in just the past 5 days, right? I can show you some of my other stats as well that have been from the past couple of months. Okay, so if I go into my JV Center, I go to my contract stats. Okay. Right, so if I just go, let's just go to this year, if we can, last year, year to date. Okay, I'll just go back to January actually, right? So January the 1st till, okay, May the 9th, which is today. It is for me anyway. It's probably still the 8th for you guys. Contracts from others. Yeah, there you go. Okay, $200,000 in the past, like, what is it, 3 or 4 months? Pretty cool. And that's only one stream of income, right? If I just go to my affiliate stats, I can show you, okay, since January the 1st till today, let's hit go. There's another $91,500 inside of there. Okay, so that takes it up to almost $300,000. And that doesn't even end there, right? Because I've still got jvzoo that I promote stuff on. And if I can show you inside of my stats for jvzoo, they won't be as good as Warrior Plus because I don't promote on jvzoo as much as I do with Warrior Plus, but they're still decent. So we'll just go back to January the 1st till today. If I click on refresh, yeah, there's another 50 grand in there, you know, so it's well over probably like $320,000 in the past few months, which is pretty sick. And like the bulk of that money has come in the past 2 months alone, you know, so crazy good business model. And bearing in mind that I just got started doing this a little under 2 years ago, right? That's 2 years to get to.
So it's actually just been a little over a year, right? It's not even been that long at all. But, you know, so many people right now are saying, Jono, this is ridiculous. I see someone saying I take donations if you're giving them out. And but I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, you know, okay, Jono, you're super talented. Of course you could do this. But, you know, I'm never going to get there. They have that kind of belief in their mind, which already I think is a pretty scary mindset to be in anyways. But what would you say to someone that doubts themselves? Like I
would say that, you know, 2 years ago when I first got into this, I didn't know what I was doing at all, you know. I was in a very similar mindset, like, okay, that I see all these marketers on these sales videos and webinars and stuff. They can just talk, they can talk really well. You know, they've got so much confidence on camera. They're making all this money. There's no way that I'll be able to do that. I was a nervous wreck, okay, when I first got started, and that's due to a drug problem that I was having at the time, you know, and I was not in the right frame of mind to be doing this, you know. I never thought I'd be able to do this. I was a complete newbie. I had to learn everything from scratch, but I did it, you know. I'm living proof that anybody can do this. You know, I presume we've all got like 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 hands and all the rest of it. You know, we're all built the same way. There's no reason why anybody can't do this, seriously.
You know, one of my good buddies, his name's David Goodman. He's also known as like King Human on YouTube. Some of you guys might have seen him before, but he says we're all just monkeys with car keys. And, you know, Jono, he said this in a previous video, and I might embarrass him a bit here, but Jono didn't pass high school. He didn't graduate from high school.
Yeah.
And, I failed university the first go around, and I had to do it all over again. So neither of us are really you'd say like the sharpest tack in the box, so to speak. We're not rocket scientists. This isn't rocket science. It's not really all that complicated. Even, you know, someone who can't graduate high school, someone who like flunks out of university, you know, both of us, I've been told throughout my life that I was never going to amount to anything. And, you know, people thought I was just going to be doing manual labor for a living. That's what they kind of expected of me. And you can break all the expectations. And really the crazy thing is that the opportunity here today with online is so massive. And you know, it's like 10, 20, 30 years ago, I say, you know, brick and mortar, it used to be a lot easier. And now today, those brick and mortar stores are struggling because everybody's buying online. And it's like people aren't, you know, it takes a while before something gets saturated. And we're not even close to that saturation point yet. But it's wide open on here, guys.
It's started really.
And I just wanted to quickly show you guys before we get started. I'm going to turn my webcam on as well. Can you guys see me? Give me a yes in the chat box if you can see me right now. I want to show you guys. I've been doing this for a little bit longer than Jonah, not very long. By the way, I'm pretty sweaty because I was just out playing basketball. But I just wanted to quickly show you guys my house that me and my girlfriend bought in cash. And I've been doing this for 2 years. We just moved in last week. So I'll give you a nice little tour here. This is when you walk in the door into our house here, and it's 5,000 square feet. So we got our downstairs down there with our nice entertainment room. We got a nice sick wine room down there. This is my nice water fountain. It looks pretty cool, but ultimately I love it because it brings some kind of like humidity into the air here. This is where me and my girlfriend lounge out every day. And we just bought like one of those OLED TVs to put on the wall so we get some nice sick footage of the NBA playoffs for people that are watching that. We got our kitchen over here, and this is my favorite part, if you guys are ready for this.
The view. Oh, man, look at that.
Super sick. And we have this wraparound deck. These are known as nano doors, and these nano doors cost about like 60 grand. And what they allow you to do is you can open up your whole side of your house. So you're like, your inside becomes your outside kind of. If you're hosting a party, you can have people on both sides. And I'm not going to go too far out here because the internet starts to cut out a bit. But we got our nice jacuzzi down there as well. And Jono's actually him and his wife are going to fly down and come visit us in a couple weeks, which me and my girlfriend are super excited and pumped about.
We're super pumped about that as well. We just booked our tickets yesterday. We're coming out on the 3rd, so yeah, we can't wait. We'd come out sooner if we got the visa sorted out for my wife, but that takes time. But yeah, we are super excited about coming out to see you, dude.
Yeah, it's going to be sick. So just so you guys know, Jono's been doing this for a little bit over a year. And if you guys want to, like I said, Jono, both myself and Jono, we're not doing anything that's crazy too complicated. On this call, we're going to show you exactly what we're doing. And there's no reason why you guys can't do this yourself, right? If you just want to share with these people, what was your trajectory like? Your first week results, your second week results, your third week results?
Okay, yeah, within a week of watching this call, I'd got all of the pieces of the jigsaw, okay, that I wasn't able to get from kind of, free content, YouTube, $13 courses. You only tend to get like one piece of the jigsaw. So with this, I got all the pieces of the jigsaw. I put everything together, and within a week, I was making like $50 a day, right? Within a month, I was making $100 to $150 a day. And then within the second month, I was making $200 a day. And I actually hit my milestone. My milestone was $200 a day. Okay. And I'd be completely, satisfied with that because I could save $100 and then I could spend $100, to travel, especially around Southeast Asia. You can get accommodation for like $30 a night. And then you spend the rest on food and travel. And, that was my milestone. That was my dream. And I'd reached that within a couple of months, probably like a month and a half. So yeah, it happens pretty quickly. Once you have all these pieces of the jigsaw, it all fits together and it happens pretty quickly.
That is so cool, man. You're like, I've seen, myself, I've seen my life completely change with this. Jono, like your life a year ago compared to your life today, it's just night and day, right? And yeah. like we said, guys, nothing we're doing is all that complicated, and we're going to show you that on this call. So if you guys are super pumped up right now that you're on this call right now, we got 500 seats total. This 500 seats are gone. So you have one of the 500 seats. If you're super stoked and pumped that you're on here right now and you're ready to see exactly how we're doing this so you can implement this yourself, give me a hell yeah. Give me some kind of energy in the chat box right now. So you got hell yes, absolutely, let's do this. Hell yeah. It's just an explosion here, guys. We got some good energy on the call here today. This is awesome. So
I'm super pumped for you guys, seriously. This is the exact same call that I watched a couple of years ago, and it completely changed my life. So I'm putting myself into you guys' shoes here once again, and I'm super pumped for you guys. So
that's what me and Jonah love, is because like we've made such good money for a good period of time now that it's just like we live vicariously through other people now. When we see other people on their journey that learn this stuff and they absolutely blow it up. So I think it's about time to dive into the training and show these guys exactly how we did this, Jono. So thanks for coming on the call. And
I'll be monitoring the chat, and I'll see you guys in the chat box, and I'll come and speak to you guys later on.
Cool beans. All right. Talk to you soon, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So on this call, we're going to take a look at, like I said, how both myself and Jono have managed to make tons and tons and tons of money with this. Now, if you can see my screen right now, give me a yes in the chat box right now. So yes. Okay, awesome. You guys can see this. Okay, so this is going to be about how to make lots of money online, which you could probably figure already, right? You're on a marketing video, of course, like presentation. This is, of course, going to be about how to make money, right? But the bigger picture here is really about time. Now, I actually believe that time is even more valuable than money. And one of the best things about this business is not only can you make tons of money, but you can do it while saving all of your time. Basically, in like less than 60 minutes per day, you can do this business. Now, agree or disagree? Put agree in the chat box if you agree that time is even more valuable than money. So we got agree, tons and tons of agrees. Yeah. So yeah. And as we get older, we totally understand that really time is even more valuable than what money is, right? And that's one of the best things about this business is it's not just about the money, it's about the time that you got to keep for yourself, the freedom that you get with this. Now, my goal with this call is to have 18 people quit their jobs in the next 30 days. That means being able to make $10,000 per month. And if you stay till the end here, you're going to learn the 3 secrets that allow us to make good money online. And most importantly, how you can realistically replicate our business. Now, if you stay until the end, we also have some bonuses for you. So I'm going to give you an email template that makes me 4 to 6K per week, 2K 20 minutes case study, and a mystery bonus valued at $97. Okay. Now, also, I want to share this with you guys. I'm going to give you a couple of unannounced bonuses as well. So in addition to these bonuses, you're also going to get some other really cool stuff. Also, we're all going to be giving away 3 cash prizes of $500. Now, the reason why we give away these, all you have to do to qualify for the cash prizes is just be an engaged member on today's call. And the reason why we incentivize that engagement is because we have actually done the research here. And we have seen time and time again that the people that engage and are most involved in this presentation are always the people that end up becoming the next big success stories because they're the most involved with it. They're the most ready to take action. They're the most that are actually invested and involved in this. So if you understand what I'm saying right now and you understand why it's so important to take this seriously right now, give me a hell yes in the chat box. If you understand why it's important to take this super, super seriously right now. Yeah, exactly. So hell yes. Exactly, guys. So 3 of you guys on the call are going to win $500 each. That's for you guys because we really appreciate you guys on this call here today, and we want to make sure that this is a win for everybody. Now, what makes us different? First of all, I think that me and Jonah were different. We're kind of like, I like to think we come from like a no bullshit, straight shooter perspective, which means we don't have any smoke and mirrors. We're not really like trying to like trick you or anything like that. Really, we just kind of tell things how they are. Okay, so we have a very no bullshit approach. And in this call, I'm actually going to show you in a very no bullshit fashion exactly what we're doing and how you can apply this as well. Now, as far as my story goes, because some of you guys might wonder where I came from, actually I used to be a high school teacher and I was making about $23,000 a year. You can see me on the right side of that picture right there. Now, I was actually a teacher in Colombia, by the way, so that's why I have the Pablo Escobar picture. So that's what I said earlier. Colombia is awesome. If you guys ever get a chance, go to Colombia. It's amazing. But I did actually have a ton of university debt to become a teacher in the first place. I failed the first time, the second time, and my debt just kind of racked up, right? I did manage to get engaged a couple years ago with a girl that I traveled with, and this was the happiest that I've ever been in my entire life, okay? Now, as I'm sure we already know already, right, life doesn't always go the way that we expect it to. And this particular girl actually ended up cheating on me 2 weeks after we got engaged. Now, if you take a look at this picture right here, this is a picture of me trying to smile, which I just could not do at the time because of how much of a wreck I was. And this was actually in London I took this picture. Now, at this point, I was in debt, emotionally bankrupt, really needed some kind of change. And then I managed to figure out, I found the right system. And once I found that system, I made over $50,000 in my first 30 days, okay, and became the Brendan Mace that you're listening to on this call. Now, my passion is traveling. Even before I started making really big money online, I was super into traveling. So since I've been making really good money online, I've pretty much traveled like everywhere in the world. And you can see that documented on my YouTube channel. Now, a lot of people refer to me as like the king of lifestyle businesses. I had that 9-to-5 teaching job. I travel over 300 days a year. And as soon as I found that system, I managed to figure out how to make over $50,000 per month. But most importantly, I have a massive portfolio of people that I've shown this business and system to. So the good news is that anybody can do this. Like Isaiah made over $300 in his first 48 hours. Ace and Rich, they got in here about 11 months ago. They're now making over 50 grand per month. And Jono Armstrong, a lot of you guys know this guy. Jono's making over $50,000 a month. Actually, the last 3 months in a row, he's made over $100,000 a month. So he's absolutely crushing it. Now, if you know Jono Armstrong, you've heard of him or you've seen him or you know him, then give me a yes in the chat box. Yes. Hell yes. Absolutely. Yes, I know him. Yes. Okay. So you guys know this guy, right? He's managed to become pretty big in a short period of time, right? Now, I particularly love the Jono Armstrong story because first of all, he wasn't making any money. He now makes over $50,000 per month. And like myself, he's more of the lifestyle guy, right? Now you can see him, with his wife here. This is his wife Chiche down in Indonesia. And this is where they spend a lot of their time. Now, this island here is called Lombok. Like I said earlier, that's the island in the movie Eat, Pray, Love. I was down there with them a few months ago, and we tend to have lots of fun. We're not going to lie to you. We have tons of with this lifestyle business, it opens up a lot of our time to basically enjoy ourselves, right? Now, of course, we've done a lot of things right, and we've definitely done a lot of things wrong. And after doing this for a while, we've learned a few different things. First of all, most gurus are completely full of shit. And I'm sure you know that already. So give me a hallelujah or a hell yes if you already know that most of these gurus or goons or whatever you want to call them out here are basically pretty much full of shit, just want your money. So yeah, we got hallelujah, hell yes, absolutely, yeah, of course, right. Now, we definitely know that the right blueprint exists, but it's really hard to find because 99.9% of trainings are going to leave you worse than when you started, right? Now, we've also learned it doesn't have to take a long time to get results, but if you want to get results fast, you just need to find what the proven system is, plug into it, and start making money immediately. You don't want to reinvent the wheel, right? Now, we discovered this all the hard way, and while the hard way is losing thousands of bucks on useless trainings, wasting your time in outdated methods, and for most of us, unfortunately, what ends up happening is we just end up giving up, right, and going back to that day job. If you want the easy way to $10,000 per month, here's the deal, guys. Within the last 30 days, I made $72,000, and I didn't buy a single useless training, okay? And honestly, I'm only working about 15 to 20 minutes per day, okay? Now, I like to be honest, like I said, straight shooter, no bullshit, so I'm going to tell you right now, I don't believe that we got 500 people on the call here right now. I do not think that the average person or every person watching this call right now is going to be able to make over $70,000 per month, okay? The truth is that most people go from training to training. They never actually implement anything. Now, I don't think you can blame people for that because, with the history of crappy products in the market, why would you actually believe that something's going to work if you didn't actually expect it to, right? Now, we actually know that this works, and we even have a $24,000 in the next 3 months guaranteed, and that's something that we're going to be talking about later here. So right now we're going to take a look at exactly what you need to know to build that $10,000 per month income. Okay. Now, of course, these gurus out here, these people that, are completely full of shit for the most part, they don't want you to know these secrets because when people are confused, that's when they're the most vulnerable. And for them, it's most profitable to keep you confused and keep you buying their products. But as soon as you stop being confused, all of a sudden you no longer become their customer. Okay. Now, both myself and Jono, we actually both were ex-teachers, and we both just wanted to basically be able to travel the world and do what we want to do. So will you give us the next 60 minutes of your time to share with you exactly what you need to know to build a $10,000 per month business? Give me a 1 in the chat box if you're ready to learn what you need to know to blow this thing up. So you got tons and tons of ones coming here, guys. Awesome, 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 awesome sauce. Wicked. Lots and lots of energy in here, guys. That's awesome. Okay, so here's the 3 secrets. The first one is leads. Screw traffic. Leads are where the money is, okay? The offer. You can figure everything out, but if you mess up this one step, you're going to lose all your money, and that's why we're going to cover that in a second here. And the automated systems. This is something that most people don't even think about, but if you do not have automated systems in your business, you're essentially creating yourself a job, which defeats the whole purpose of making money online. Making money online should be passive, and that's something we're going to look at later. So leads, screw traffic, leads are where the money is, okay? Now, a lead is a person's email address, okay? They're going to give you this for something in exchange. Now, Here's why traffic is a lie and leads are the real moneymaker. Okay, so while traffic is like going to Facebook, YouTube, Bing, or solo ads, paying for traffic, or spending your time creating content, the problem is traffic's controlled by other people, right? So don't get me wrong, traffic's definitely necessary in the beginning, but you never ever want to rely on it to make money. For those of us that have been around since 2009, we remember people making $10,000 to $30,000 a month with simple Google SEO, right? And then Google just changed their rules, and hundreds of people went from $10,000 to $30,000 per month all the way to zero. They lost everything. Now that's what happens when you rely on traffic. So do you agree now that it's a bad idea to rely on traffic? Yes or no? So yes, yeah, of course, hell yes, yes, bad idea, yes, of course, right? So what's the alternative to traffic? The alternative is leads. Now here's how you can exploit the traffic sources to extract the leads and not pay for them again, okay? We're going to get traffic in that day. Doesn't matter where we're getting it from. We're just going to get traffic, okay? We're just going to find one way to get traffic. Then we're going to steal the leads. We're going to keep the leads on our list so we have full control over our business. Or my personal favorite is to get people to give you traffic for free. Now you can take a look at this page here. You can see 13,697 visitors came to my page. 99% of that traffic was from other people, and it was 100% free. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're getting free traffic or paid traffic. Always capture the leads, because by doing this, you never have to pay for traffic again, because you have these leads that at any time you can contact 100% for free, right? So essentially what you're doing is you're creating money on demand. Anytime you want to make money, press the send button, boom, you just print yourself some money, right? So the key is to work smarter and not harder. Now let's say you capture 10,000 leads, which I can almost guarantee is way easier than you think it is. Lots of our students do that in 30 days or less. If you shared a solution to their burning problem or desire, could you make money? What do you think? So yes or no, do you think you can make money if there's 10,000 people you could contact at any time? So absolutely, hell yes, yes, definitely, absolutely, awesome sauce. Of course, guys, yeah, cool. So we all agree there that, of course, no-brainer people are saying definitely you could make money if there was 10,000 people. Now, what if there was just 2,000 people? We know that 2,000 people is a heck of a lot less than 5,000. So could you still make money if you had 2,000 people you could contact at any time? So yes, hell yeah, absolutely, definitely, yes, just not as much. So yeah, so everyone agrees again you can make money. Well, this is what I think, guys. In the last 30 days, I made $72,000. Let's say, some people might say, well, Brandon, you're full of shit. So let's take a look at my accounts. You can see, ClickBank, if I promote that, I make like $1,000 a day. These are other networks. If I promote something on Warrior Plus or jvzoo, it's very typical for me to make $3,000 or $4,000 per day. Here you can see $137,000 in just a 30-day period. Someone might say, well, Brendan, that's a good month, right? Well, if we take a look here, you can see from the beginning of 2018 to the end, $1.8 million in revenue. Now, believe me, I know how douchey it is to be like, look at how much money I'm making, right? So my purpose here is not to be a douche and not to be like, look at how rich I am, look at how awesome I am. What I want to do is I want to inspire you. I want everybody that's listening, I want you that's listening right now to realize that I'm not doing anything that you couldn't yourself do. This business is not rocket science. You can do this too. Jono, he had no idea about any of this stuff before he got in here 13 months ago, and he's now making over $100,000 per month. So if you're ready to look at exactly what we're doing to generate these kind of results, give me a hell yes in the chat box right now. So yes, hell yes, absolutely. Okay, it's just an explosion here. Awesome. Yeah, definitely. Jesus, holy crap. So you know how many emails I have to get these kind of results, guys? Well, right now I have 56,582 emails in my Aweber account. You can see that right here. So that means I'm making approximately $1 per lead per month, okay? Now, if I had 2,000 leads, how much money approximately would I make? What do you think? So how much money would I make if I had 2,000 leads? So we got 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2K, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Yeah, so a lot of people are saying 2,000. So exactly, guys, with this funnel, you can easily make $1 per lead per month. So 2,000 leads equals $2,000 per month, right? Now, we're not doing anything special. You can do this too. In this live stream, I'm going to show you how to get the leads and keep them, right? Now, without leads, you do not have a business. Why do I say that? Because regardless of how you're making money online right now, if you do not have a list at any second, it can all be taken away from you, right? But once you have a list, you have something that nobody can ever take away from you. You've literally foolproofed your business. At any time you want to make money, you press the send button and boom, you make a shower of money anytime that you want, right? A list is an asset that nobody can ever take away from you. Now, the second thing we're going to look at here is the offer. You can figure everything out, but if you mess up the offer, you're not going to make any money at all. Now, here's why choosing the wrong offer is actually going to ruin your chances of making money, and I call this how Vicky lost $10,000 overnight. Okay. Now, I had a student here. We're going to be calling her Vicky. She came to me devastated. She'd been through a course that told her she needed a squeeze page and offer and traffic. So she did exactly that. She set up a squeeze page, she chose an offer, and she paid $10,000 in traffic overnight, right? Now, on our next call, Vicky complained to me that she spent $10,000 on traffic, but only ended up making $800 in commissions with her offer. So can you guess what Vicky did wrong here? Okay, and I'll give you a second to think about it. What did Vicky do wrong here? I can see offer sucked, wrong offer, did not test the offer, wrong offer, didn't test, she didn't have the right offer, wrong offer, bad offer. She relied on traffic, wrong offer, bad offer, didn't test. So lots and lots and lots of results here, guys. So exactly, guys, she chose the wrong offer. Now, what Vicky should have done was test a few offers with a small budget of $30 to $100 each, right? And then decide which one to choose. Now, I'm going to be very upfront with you and tell you that choosing offers sucks. It's really hard and you just don't know if it's going to convert or not, right? Sometimes it just feels like you're burning your money. Now, the moral of the story is this. Make sure you have the right offer before you invest in your funnel. Otherwise, you may as well pile up your money, get some kindling, pour on some gasoline, and set it on fire. Now, that sounds dramatic, right? But it's true. So really the reality is we gave Vicky the right offer in no time. The silver lining here, she did recoup her losses. Shortly after that, started making really good money. Don't waste money on something that isn't working. Vicky's now making over $15,000 per month because she has the right offer. Okay. The right or wrong offer could make or break your entire online business. Now, I've recently been running an offer that has been generating a return for myself, for Jono, for all of our students. Would you like us to share with you right now what the best converting offer is? Give me a 1 in the chat box if you want us to share with you what the best converting offer is. So tons and tons of ones coming here. 111, just tons and tons of ones. Holy crap, guys. I love the energy on the call here, guys. This is awesome. We have 500 people on here. We've already got 485 people that have put a 1 in the chat box. So literally every single person on this call pretty much is putting a 1 in here. This is awesome. Okay, guys, so here's the deal. Because we like to over-deliver, I'm going to tell you guys right now that every single person that just put a 1 in the chat box, before we finish the call here today, we are going to share with you exactly what the best converting offer is. Now, I know basically everyone put a 1 in the chat box anyways, so the good news here is everyone that just put a 1 in the chat box, we're going to share with you what that best converting offer is. Okay, now the next secret is automated systems. Don't work for money, let the money work for you. This is the part where a lot of people start to screw up, right? And I've seen horror stories that people just absolutely ruin their lives because it's just not sustainable. If you do not have automated systems, it's not sustainable, okay? Now, that's what makes the way that I make money online different, right? Now, I first learned about this from Tim Ferriss with the 4-Hour Workweek, which is a book. I read it. I don't know, some of you guys might have read it as well. I think probably a lot of people have heard about it, right? And, you know, I thought that Tim was crazy when he said, you can make really big money online working only 4 hours a week. But now in my business, some weeks I only work 2 hours, sometimes 4 hours. My income is always growing, right? Now, as a disclaimer here, straight shooter, I will tell you right now, sometimes I'm enjoying my business, so I actually choose to put in 10 or 20 hours. But most of the time, I'm really just doing 2 to 4 hours per week. And I'm able to make, on average, over $70,000 per month, right? Now, how am I able to do that? Okay, how am I able to do that? It's because I've automated my business so that my money works for me and not the other way around, okay? I've set up systems in place that allow me to make money without even touching them. Now, an example of that's my 250 mailing sequence that I've set up in my software. These are awesome. Some of you guys are going to be getting these later. They help me build a relationship. They introduce people to me. And most importantly, they make me a crap ton of money, okay? Now, when I say to someone that I have 250 mails in my sequence, the reaction that I get is like, holy freaking smokes, dude. That must have taken forever, right? But remember, I don't like working that much. So what I do is I usually write or I'll schedule one email per day. That will take me anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes maximum. I'll write that one email. I'll pick the ones that made me the most money. And with a click of a button, I will add them to my follow-up sequence. Now, you don't need 250 emails to get started here. You only need to have one email per day. So just 5 to 15 minutes, one email per day, you're always going to be a day ahead. Now, for people that actually want to skip writing those emails, you want the automated solution that's fully ready to go from day one. Some of you guys are going to get that later on this call. But let's run some real life numbers so you can see how this works. Let's say you want to create a $1,000 per month passive income. Well, this is what you do. You get 2,000 clicks. You'd set up a page that's designed to capture the leads. And then if you had the right offers and if you had the automated systems in place, it would be pretty easy for you to make at least $1 per lead per month. Okay, so page to capture the leads, the right offers in place, automated systems, and you're making $1 per lead per month. So you just created yourself a $1,000 per month passive income stream. Okay, from there it's just about scaling. So what if we sent weekly traffic? We kept on getting more leads and traffic into our business, or we could shortcut and supercharge this whole thing and start reinvesting our profits. So week 2, you could reinvest what you made in week 1. Week 3, you can reinvest what you made in the first 2 weeks. And in week 4, you could reinvest what you made over those 30 days. And within that 30 days, you'd be making $10,000 per month. Now, do you think you can do this if you get your hands on the right offers, the leads, and the automated systems? Give me an X in the chat box if you know that you could do this, but you would need to have the leads, the right offers, and the automated systems. So we got an explosion in here. So many X's, guys. This is ridiculous. Holy crap here. X. Tons and tons of X's here. Awesome. Well, who's ready to actually get this done right now? Give me a Y in the chat box if you're ready to get this done right now. So we got Y. Tons and tons of Y's in here. Awesome sauce. Okay, so if you want to get this done in the next 30 days, here are your options here, guys. The first one is that you could actually go off and try and get this done on your own, right? Now, usually when we go off on our own, what ends up happening is we do a heck of a lot of trial and error, right? So we spend the year trying and learning and testing, and usually it takes them a while to actually get results, right? Now, the second option is, instead of reinventing the wheel, if you found the proven system that you could plug into from day one and you could start generating profits immediately. So give me a 2 in the chat box. If you want to plug into the proven system, you want to start generating profits immediately. So we have tons of 2s coming in here. 2, like, yeah, okay. Ridiculous amount of 2s, right? So do you need to be an expert to make $10,000 per month? What do you think? Do you need to be an expert to make $10,000 per month? So no, nope, no, tons and tons of no's. No. So lots and lots of no's here, guys. Okay, well, this is what I think. So if we go back here, you can see this is the worst period of my life. I was in London at the time. I was trying to smile, but I came out really awkward because I was really devastated at this moment in my life. I was in debt, emotionally bankrupt, really needed a change in my life. And then I found the right system, and I managed to make over $50,000 in my first 30 days. Now, here's the truth, guys. The week before I found this system, nobody would have ever considered me an expert. Not even my own mother would have considered me an expert of making money online, right? But as soon as I found that right system, all of a sudden, everyone considers me this big expert. Now, when I give this system to someone else, the same thing happens. All of a sudden, everyone considers them an expert as well. So what I've learned is there's no such thing as a person that's an expert. There's only systems that don't work and systems that do work. And the people that have the systems that work are the people that are considered experts by the public. Now, that might be kind of confusing, so give me a yes in the chat box if you actually understand what I'm saying right now. Okay, if you understand what I'm saying, give me a yes in the chat box. Yes. Okay, yes, okay, you guys get it. Awesome. I'm glad you guys can understand that. So at the end of the day, your ability to make money online is just basically going to be determined on, do you have the right system or not? If you don't have the right system, you're not going to make money. If you have the right system, you are going to make money. Okay. Now, since I got this system, of course, my life's been a lot better. I live a pretty good life. Don't work that hard, which is great. Most importantly, I have a portfolio of people that I've given this system to. So, like Shaheen here made over $10,000 in his first week with this program. Brandon made over $15,000 per week, and Ike over $20,000 in his first week here. Tons more people just like that. The truth is, that $10,000 per month is easy, okay? But it's only going to be hard if you're actually trying to go out and do this all on your own, right? So the good news is that anybody can do this, but you are going to need a funnel. You're going to need a funnel with the leads, the right offers, and the automated systems in place. Now, the right funnel is your ticket to $10,000 per month, okay? Now, you can see here, this is an image of a funnel, and usually the way a funnel works is you have a lower priced offer that's designed to get people in the door, right? And then you have a descending funnel where there's more and more offers at higher and higher prices, right? Now, not a lot of people know this, but the purpose of the sales funnel is to guide customers to the high ticket sales. High ticket equals big money, okay? Now, if you want to make $10,000 per month within the next 30 days, it's actually pretty easy. You just need to implement high ticket sales into your business. Now, you can see on the top right here, over $1,000 on just 4 sales. On this page here, you can see $550 and $998 on just 1 sale per day, and here $2,100 on 5 sales. Now, anyone that's following me knows that I'm making $50,000 to $150,000 per month, so I didn't just cherry pick my best earning days. I actually showed you fairly boring or mundane days in my business. And the reason why I did that is I want you guys to see where the real money is coming from. All the real money that the big so-called gurus, or the people that are actually making money online, they're making it with high ticket sales. If somebody tells you otherwise, they either don't know what they're talking about, so they're faking it till they make it and they're full of crap, or they're lying to you. Because you cannot come up with a single example of anybody that's making millions of dollars right now as an online marketer and internet marketing that is not doing high ticket sales. High ticket is where the real money is. If you want to become rich, this is something that you absolutely need to have. Now, if you understand the importance of high ticket and what I just told you, then put a high ticket in the chat box right now. So you got high ticket, high ticket, high ticket, high ticket. Yeah, okay. So tons of people are putting high ticket. Okay, you guys get it. Awesome. High ticket is where the money is. Okay. So I don't want to offend anybody, but this is what I felt like when I realized the money was in the high ticket sales. Now, the thing is, you do need to have that finely tuned system that's actually going to guide the customers and generate you those $1,000 commissions. Of course, you could reinvent the wheel here. You could do everything on your own, but we know that's not all that likely because there are a crap ton of moving parts here, right? So leaving you on your own to figure this out really has a couple of likely possibilities. The first one is that you actually figure this out. Now, listen, there's 500 people on the call here right now. I have no doubt in my mind that at least one of you guys can go off on your own and actually figure this out. That's possible. At least one of you guys could probably do that, right? Chances are it's just going to take you a really long time, okay? The second outcome, which unfortunately is by far the most likely, is that most people that go off and try and figure this out on their own, they never actually end up pulling it off. And their life never changes. It stays the same. They keep on buying money-making opportunity after opportunity, but they never actually get there, okay? So what if we actually went ahead and gave you the same system that we're using? Now, what I'm going to show you in a second here is the same system that me and Jonah were using to make $50,000 to $150,000 per month. Now, give me a hell yes in the chat box if it would greatly benefit you if you had access to the exact same system that we're using to generate high-ticket sales online and make tons and tons of freaking money. So you had hell yes, absolutely, hell yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, guys, right? Of course, of course, of course. So this is the system, guys. It's called Project Profit Academy, okay? Now, what you're going to get here is actually a package. It comes with a bunch of different things. The main thing is actually the profit funnel, which I'm going to talk about in a second here. Now, what you're also going to get, you're also going to get license rights in all of our award-winning products. Now, if you've heard of Stealth, Lost Code, Octane, Fuego Multiplier, any of those products, give me a yes in the chat box if you've heard of one of those products before. So yes, 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 yes. Okay, so you guys have heard of those products before, right? Now, those are all of our those are some of our award-winning products. Currently, we have about 30 of them. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to give you license rights to all of those products, which essentially means you're getting guaranteed approval. While everyone else is making 50% commissions, you're making 100% commissions, and you're getting that on our entire product catalog. Now, where that comes really in handy is that all of these products are actually right inside of this profit funnel. Now, we're going to be sending out hundreds of messages on your behalf to all of our product catalog so that all the sales that are generated are going to generate you daily passive commissions directly into your accounts. So if you'd be pretty freaking pumped by getting daily passive income from this profit funnel, sending out hundreds of messages on your behalf, give me a hell yeah in the chat box right now. So that hell yeah, yeah. So hell yeah, absolutely pumped. Hell yes, 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 of course, right? So definitely, right? Now, because we know that the real money is in the high ticket, and we talked about that on this call, this profit funnel is actually designed to do something even more special. What this profit funnel does is it actually guides the customers, the people that pick up these products, and it actually goes off and it implements high ticket strategies to land you $1,000 commissions with automated systems in place. So just by running the profit funnel, it's going to automatically generate you $1,000 commissions directly into your accounts. Now, we also have the advanced training, which is everything that we know. Our whole team here to support you. Monthly Q&As, so we don't leave anyone behind. This is a total value of $40,488. Who's it going to work for? Well, the beginner, because actually there's no guesswork here. We're not setting you off on some wild goose hunt to figure this out on your own. You're plugging into the proven system from day one, and so there really isn't room for error, right? Now, the intermediate's going to get really good results with this because they've been struggling either because of the leads, the right offers, or the automated systems. This is going to take care of those three things, and of course, the super affiliate. Now, the super affiliate last week, we had one super affiliate that made over $150,000 with the profit funnel. So we don't really care about the super affiliate as much because they're already rich. And we don't, I know it's kind of mean to say, but like, we don't care about the rich getting even more rich than they already are. Our main focus is on beginners and intermediates getting to their first $10,000 per month passive income stream. Okay. Now, we do have some bonuses for people that pick it up on this live call. The first bonus is a 60-minute consultation call with either me or Jono Armstrong. We normally charge $1,000 for this consultation or an hour of our time. Here, you're getting it complimentary with your investment here today. You're getting 300 visitors from a high-quality traffic source. It would cost you $300 to buy this traffic separately. Our recommendation is that you take this traffic, blast it at your profit funnel, and let the profit funnel generate the money for you. So with those two bonuses, you're looking at a total value of $41,785. The profit funnel is the same system that me and Jono are using to make $50,000 to $150,000 per month. It actually, the reason why it generates so much money is because it makes you those high-ticket $1,000 commissions, okay? Now, do we guarantee that this system actually works and it generates you high-ticket sales? Well, because we've been testing and optimizing this for years, we know that this works. It's generated more success stories than anything else there, and it allows us to give a guarantee that no one else is doing this guarantee. We are guaranteeing that you will make at least $24,000 in your first 3 months of being a member inside of Project Profit Academy. Now, we're so adamant about that me and my team are going to personally work with you and force you to make that money. So think about this. When you make $24,000 in the next 3 months, like we're guaranteeing here, would this be worth a one-time payment of $10,000? I see, yes, 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 hell yes, absolutely, of course, hell yeah. Brennan, give me the link, yes, 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 yes. So yeah, of course, definitely, right? You guys get it, right? So even if you invested $10,000, of course, you'd still be over doubling your money in the first 3 months, right? And anybody with a business mind understands that over doubling your money in just a 3-month period, that's a pretty awesome ROI, right? But the bigger picture here is that you're setting yourself up with a $10,000 per month passive income stream. So would it be worth a one-time payment of $5,000 for a $10,000 per month passive income stream? Yeah, yes, 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 hell yes, absolutely, of course. Yeah, definitely, absolutely, yeah, for sure, right? So, of course, $5,000 would be a deal of a lifetime for this. A lot of people paid way more than that just to get into coaching programs. And my biggest gripe against coaching programs is that they don't actually do anything for you. All they do is they say, hey, here's what you need to go do. Now go out and do it. Like, beat it. Go out and do it, right? You know what I mean? So in this case, we're not just leaving you on your own to figure this out and actually reinvent the wheel. We're giving you the same system that we use in our business so that you have the proven system ready to go and start generating money with it right away, right? Now, 3 sales of this profit funnel, you made back your investment. Most importantly, you're making that nice passive income. This is what it actually sells for, $2,997. And of course, a lot of people are like, give me the link right now, Brendan. I want this, right? But because you're on this live call, this is the last workshop live stream that we're doing right now. We're going to give you $1,000, but it comes with a catch. So we're going to give you $1,000 discount. but it does come with a catch. The catch is that you agree to give us a testimonial when you make your first profit funnel sale. So if you're willing to give us a testimonial, give me a yes in the chat box if you're willing to give us a testimonial, and we'll give you $1,000 discount on our system. So yes, 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 hell yes, 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 yes. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. So here's how this works, guys. Because we know that this is actually proven and tested, and you're going to make money with this, and a lot of people like to keep the results to themselves, and because our business thrives on success stories, we're willing to give you a $1,000 discount. You just have to agree to give us a testimonial, okay? Now, if you were to go it alone here and you were to go and create your own system on your own time, you would end up investing a lot more than $19.97. Whether you could actually go out and create your own system like this is pretty questionable. Most people can't. But here we actually have it set up and ready to go for you. You're going to make at least $24,000 in your first 3 months, which is why you can see this is a good deal at $10,000. But because you're on this live call right now, you can pick this up with a $1,000 discount and the extra bonuses for picking up on the call. Now, this is a secret page that's going to take you to checkout with that $1,000 discount already applied. So when you go to this page, you're going to notice that it's actually already going to be showing for $19.97 instead of our regular price. Now, because this is a live call, this is not a clickable link. You actually have to open up a new tab in your web browser and type this in, fastway10k.com, and that will take you to that secret page, okay? Now, we do have some extra bonuses for people that pick it up in the first 10 spots. So the next bonuses that I'm showing you, these are going to be for the first 10 people that pick it up on this call. Okay. Now, the third bonus that we're going to give you is lifetime access to our best campaigns ever. This is a $5,000 value available to that next 10 people. Bonus number 4 is going to be unlimited traffic from our high traffic pages. And essentially the way that this works is that we have pages that generate us hundreds of thousands of views every single month. And what we're going to allow you to do is actually take the traffic that basically essentially drips off of those pages and blast it at whatever you want. Now, of course, our recommendation is that you take this traffic that we're giving you and you just slam it at your profit funnel so you can let that profit funnel generate the money for you, right? Now, bonus number 5, we're going to give you access to our Facebook community for Q&A and support. And the really big bonus, and this is the massive one for this call right now, we're going to give you 10,000 buyer leads so that you can plug these buyer leads in and start making massive money with this immediately. Now, who here has heard the industry standard of $1 per lead per month? If you've heard that you can make $1 per lead per month, give me a yes or a hell yes in the chat box right now. So hell yes, 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 absolutely, hell yes, 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 of course, so absolutely, definitely, yes, 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 awesome sauce, yeah. So when people say you can make $1 per lead per month, what they're really referring to is average leads. Now, these are not average leads. These are buyer leads. Now, typically when people get average leads, a certain percentage of those leads are going to be like freebie seekers, and a certain percentage of those leads are going to actually be serious buyers, people that are willing to buy stuff. Now, in this case, we've actually done that filtration process for you already. So instead of getting a list of a collection of some people buyers, some people not, we're going to give you 10,000 people that are all proven to buy things so you can start making money with this right away. So here's the link to the secret page, guys. It's fastway10k.com. At this point, you have 2 choices. You could do nothing. You could not take this leap of faith, which we're 100% guaranteeing here, or you could actually do something. Okay, you could invest in yourself and you could go for it here. Is this worth a few minutes of your time to check this out? Okay. Now, here's the tale of 2 stories, and you guys are probably familiar with this idea already, is that on the left you have somebody that never actually implements or does anything. They watch all the presentations, maybe they read all the books, or they go from shiny thing to shiny thing, but they never actually do anything. They never actually just jump in and do it, right? And they're not going to take advantage or get the benefits of this. On the right, you have Ace and Rich. They jumped in here about 11 months ago, and they're now making over $50,000 per month. Okay. So basically, this is my advice to everybody, regardless of whether you pick up this investment today or not. Be Ace and Rich. Don't be this guy that never actually does anything. Okay. Now, what you're going to get here is license rights to our entire product catalog. That product catalog is going to be in the profit funnel, so we're going to be generating daily passive commissions, as well as the $1,000 high ticket commissions in the back end. We're going to give you everything that we know here, our whole team here to support you, monthly Q&A, 60-minute traffic consultation, 300 free visitors for a total value of $41,785. And if you are one of the first 10 people to pick this up, you're going to get lifetime access to our best campaigns ever. So that's going to be the first bonus there. Unlimited traffic from our pages, which you should just totally slam at your profit funnel. Let the profit funnel make those high ticket sales for you. Our Facebook community for Q&A and support, and the real juicy big one, 10,000 buyer leads, so you can start generating profits with this immediately, right? Now, $10,000 per month is easy. I've said it many times. I'll say it again. But you do need to have a funnel with the leads, the right offers, and the automated systems, okay? Of course, you could reinvent the wheel. You could try and do this on your own, or you could just go ahead and steal the exact same system that me and Jono are using to generate tons and tons of money online, right? So if you didn't sign up immediately to this, you're either worried that this won't work, and that's why we have the $24,000 guarantee, or you're worried that this is too expensive. But I'm sure you guys know already, you probably heard the expression, it takes money to make money. So if you've heard of it takes money to make money, give me a yes in the chat box right now. Say yes, 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 it takes money to make money. Yes, 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 okay, of course, yeah. So, of course it takes money to make money, and nowhere is that more true than when it comes to business. Now, mine and Jono's goal with this, with the Profit Funnel and Project Profit Academy is to make this the last investment that you ever take, okay? There are no monthly fees. There are no additional costs. There are no additional business expenses. Because this is all hosted on our servers, you actually don't need any domains, any websites, any autoresponder fees. You don't have any additional business costs whatsoever. So our goal is for this to be one-time payment, never to ever pay a single penny on business expenses ever again. So yes, it takes money to make money, but we want this to be your last investment that you ever make. Now, I'm nothing special here, guys. I don't like selling things. Maybe you can tell that. I don't have any tech skills. I didn't go to business school. I can make a ton of money because of this funnel. And what you're going to get here, guys, is all this stuff here. Now, the ones that are in red, these are the ones that are available to the first 10 people only. So you're going to get the license rights to our full product catalog, the profit funnel, everything that we know, our whole team here to support you, monthly Q&As, 60-minute consultation, 300 free visitors. If you're one of the first 10 people to pick this up, you're going to get lifetime access to our best campaigns, unlimited traffic from our pages, Facebook community, 10,000 buyer leads for a total value of $59,476. Okay. Now, the first 10 people are going to get those really big bonuses. And the reason why we picked the bonuses that we did, and we never used to offer these bonuses before, guys, this is something new that we've been doing lately, is because if we just give you the profit funnel, you're going to have the same system that me and Jono have. So you're actually going to be able to generate really good money by letting that profit funnel make the money for you, right? But you're still going to be responsible to actually go out and get the leads and the traffic all on your own. Now, what we wanted to do with the bonuses is we wanted to pick the exact bonuses that you would need to actually close this complete system so that you have the traffic, you have the leads, and you have the automated system in place that's going to generate you those high ticket sales. So if you can understand why these bonuses are kind of important to your success, give me a yes in the chat box right now if you understand why we picked the bonuses that we did, right? So yes, 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 yes. Okay, you guys get it, right? So in this case, these bonuses are actually not going to be available to everybody. They're going to be available to the first people that pick this up, okay? Now, the secret link to get the $1,000 discount, it's fastway10k.com. We're going to be answering your questions on this call, so if you have any questions, just let us know. I know Jono actually wanted to share his experience with this because he got in here about a year ago. So if Jono, if you're around here, man, I wouldn't mind if you could actually just share with these guys what you're, because they're in the same situation that you were in when you got started, right? So if you don't mind there, if you could just share with them, you got on this exact call, so you saw these exact slides here. You had to make a decision. Do I do it? Do I not do it? And you ultimately made the decision to get in here. And I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, like, what was your experience and how did it go from there?
Mid 2017, I jumped on this call, like I told you at the beginning of this call, and I was super pumped throughout the whole call. And then it got to this point in the call where Brennan hit me up with this, $2,000 price tag, and my heart just sunk. I thought, okay, how the heck can I get that kind of money? Because at the moment, at that point in time, I didn't have any money. I was living on the breadline. I had 2 teenage kids to support. I was basically living off my mum. I was borrowing money off my mum every week. And there's a reason for this. There's a reason why this happened, because back in 2015, I used to do some stuff on TV over here in Indonesia, and I wasn't like mega famous or anything, but I was kind of a public figure. And 2015, I went through a rocky divorce with my ex-wife, which wasn't my fault at all. And she took my youngest son back to her hometown, which is like a 2.5-hour flight away. He was 2 years old at the time. I took our 2 teenage sons with us, but I missed him really, really bad. And on top of that, the whole divorce was blasted out on public TV. You know, there was paparazzis coming to the courtroom trying to ask me all these difficult questions, and I was getting blamed for the whole thing because I was the foreigner in somebody else's country, so I was getting the blame put on me. So as a result of that, my social media accounts, my Twitter, my Instagram, they were all blowing up with hate comments, and that spiraled me down into this really dark place. So what happened is I started going out with my friends. I was drinking. I started experimenting with prescription drugs and alcohol. And the long story short is that I managed to get myself addicted to these prescription drugs, you know, like Xanax and diazepam and all these. They're really nasty things, okay? I couldn't get up in the morning without taking these things because I was in this state of kind of paranoia because all these people were hating me on social media. I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want people to see me in this state because they'd seen me on TV previously being this, you know, happy guy, and I was just a mess. So I didn't want people to see me. I thought people were going to spit on my face when I went outside. So, yeah, and I couldn't sleep at night without taking these pills either. So it was really nasty. I was addicted. I wasn't leaving the house, and I quit my job on TV. You know, nobody wanted to hire me because of this. I quit my job. I was previously teaching English as well. But I was jobless basically. I was just at home with my 2 teenage sons trying to make ends meet. I was borrowing money off my mum. So I decided to do a really brave thing at the time and cold turkey off these drugs. And I went to a series of doctors, and they all told me that that is the worst thing that you can do. You know, it's actually going to endanger your life if you try to cold turkey. But I wanted to get off them because they were clouding my brain. I couldn't think straight. I couldn't function properly. So I went to my sister's house. I had to get out of the country. I went to my sister's house in Switzerland. She paid for my ticket over there. And I stayed in her granny flat. So she has a house there, and then she has like a detached guest room in her house, right? So I stayed in that house. I was there for 2 weeks, non-stop. I locked myself in the room. She used to bring me food every day, but I didn't leave that room for 2 weeks. I didn't touch any drugs. I was sweating all the time. I was shivering. I was having nightmares during the day. I wasn't able to sleep at night. It was the worst 2 weeks that I've ever experienced in my entire life, and I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemies. You know, it was absolute hell, right? But by the time that 2 weeks is gone, I was no longer dependent on taking these drugs. I was still a mess, right? I was still really nervous and paranoid, but I was off the drugs. Now, I decided that I needed to turn my life around, so I wasn't borrowing money off my mum anymore. I needed to find some way to be independent again so I could support my 2 kids. So I decided to look online, okay? I looked online and I thought, okay, how can I start making money for online? I know that it's possible. I know there's other people doing it. I want to know how to do this as well. So I searched on YouTube, I searched on Google, and I came across Brendan's YouTube channel, okay? I went through all of his videos religiously. I tried to kind of piece it together with email marketing and stuff. And I thought, okay, this works. This works. Brendan's getting good results. I know that this is something that I could do. It doesn't look too difficult, but I wasn't making any money from it. I was making $10, you know, here and there, nothing significant. So I got in touch with Brendan and I said, Brendan, how can I take this to the next level? And he said, well, I'm having this free call. Come and join us. So I did. I watched this exact call that you guys are on, and I got to this stage in the call where it's $2,000, right? And that my heart just sank. So I knew this is what I needed. I knew that this was going to take me, you know, out of this situation that I was in, this terrible situation that I was in. I knew this was the answer. So I went to my mum. And this was the most difficult phone call I've ever had with my mum, because I asked her if I could borrow this $2,000 from my mum. And she wasn't happy about it, but in the end she said, okay, but we need to have some kind of payment plan so you can start paying all of this money back. So I had no option. Once I got hold of this Project Profit Academy, I needed to make this work. It was make or break. You know, I had to pay all my mum back this money. I needed to find a way for me to survive and pay for food for myself and my kids. So I made it work. I put the effort in. I made it work. Luckily, it wasn't too much effort, because by the end of the first week, I was already making like $50 to $80. You know, in a couple of weeks after that, I was making $100 a day. By the end of the first month, I was able to pay back my mum this $2,000 in cash. I was really, really happy about that. That's probably the best day of my life, because I'd proven to her that she'd put her trust in me, lending me this money, and I'd proven to her that I was able to make it work. And I gave her that money back in cash at the end of that first month, and I was so proud of myself for doing that. Now, I can show you inside of my Facebook account here, and you can see some of these photos that are happening in chronological order. You can see this photo here. Look at my eyes. Look how skinny I am. My eyes are just red. Okay, yeah, I need to share my screen. Sorry. Thanks for that, Brendan. Can you guys see my screen? If you can just drop a number 1 in the chat box if you can see my screen right now. I'm going to move that over here. Can you see this? Yeah, okay, cool. Number 1s are coming through. So you can see this, right? My eyes are just red, and I look like I've had no sleep. I'm vaping. I'm skinny. My hair's like all wiring all over the place. I don't really care about my appearance. This is when I was messed up on drugs. You can see here, February the 26th, 2016. This is me in probably one of the worst stages of my life. I was broke. I was poor. And, I just looked like a mess. You can see here how skinny I was. This is from the same time period. You can see here. You can see here my face is just random. You can see this, these are all pictures from that area of my life, right? Okay, as we go forward a bit, this is after I joined Project Profit Academy. Okay, this is getting into, I think this is 2017, mid-2017. After I got into Project Profit Academy, me and my wife, we saved up some money and we went on a trip to Bali. Excuse me. You can see we rented this motorbike. We still couldn't afford to rent a car. We were still staying in like dodgy hotels, but we made it. You know, we were able to afford a trip to Bali. This is Christmas 2018. This is when stuff started to take off. You can see this is Christmas time. So this is kind of 5 months down the line. You can see I had my first $600 day and another $300 day right there. See, this is January 2018. Okay. Moving on, we took another holiday we started island hopping because I was making some decent money by then. You know, I was probably making around $300 or $400 a day on average right here. So we were able to start splashing out. And then we went to Singapore. We got this really nice room because my income was getting even better. And you can see this is when I had my first $1,000 day. Okay, 27th of February 2018. You can see it's my first $1,000 day, something I was really proud of. So we went to Lombok. We splashed out on some snorkeling gear. We bought a drone. I bought some new shoes. This is when we went over to Thailand. Okay, you can see we just started traveling a ton here because we could start affording this. Now, going forward, this is summer of 2018. I don't know if you can see that. It's July 2018. So by this time, I was making some really good money. I was making multiple $1,000 days. So we could splash out. And this was our very first, if I can find the picture here, this was our very first business class flight. Okay, 2018 summer. This was our first business class flight, and we were really stoked about doing this. We hired Maseratis, we hired Land Rover Discoveries. We went over to go and see my parents. I bought new shoes. I'm a bit of a sneaker freak. We ate nice food. You know, everything just completely turned around. And you can see some of my screenshots here. You know, I made almost $4,000 in a day at this point in time. We went back to Europe. This is a couple of months ago. This is back in in March, me and my wife, we went to Geneva, we went to Switzerland.
I think there was a good looking couple down there too.
There probably was down here, yeah. So this is the beginning of this year, right? I went over on my own to Vegas, and I went to go meet up with Brendan. Again, I flew business class. This is American Airlines. I flew American Airlines over there. Met up with Brendan and his girlfriend Adriana and Jonas as well. There's a funny story that happened on this day. Jonas, you've probably heard of Jonas. He helps us out a lot, and he's been around for a while. He hates helicopters, right? So we said to him, okay, we want to film some lifestyle shots of me and Brendan on this helicopter. We're going to rent this helicopter. Can you do the filming for us? We didn't tell him that we'd bought him a ticket, right? We know that he hates helicopters. So we'd actually bought him a ticket, but he didn't know this at this point in time. So we got to the airport. We got into the airport, and the guy said, okay, we need to see everybody's passports or everybody's ID. And Jonas started freaking out. He's like, oh, you're going to get me on a helicopter? Like, no, this is just security stuff, because you're in an airport, you need to show your ID. So he chilled out a bit. And then they asked all of us to weigh ourselves, right? Because we're going on a helicopter, they need to know our weights, right? So we all jumped on these scales, and Jonas had to do it as well. He's like, I know you guys have bought me a ticket. Anyway, we forced him to get on this helicopter. He was shitting himself, but it was really funny.
It was all a bunch of good fun. You know what, Joe? Your story is so inspiring. How many people here are inspired by Jono's story? Give me a hell yeah if you're pretty inspired by Jono's story.
Yeah, thanks guys. And the best thing, I'm so proud of myself for doing this, because 2 years ago I was just a piece of shit basically. I was living off my parents. I couldn't afford anything. I couldn't travel. I was stuck in Jakarta. I was on drugs. I was just the lowest of the low at that point in time. So I'm really proud of myself for being able to turn that around 180 degrees and start, flying business class. I'm a camera freak right now. Okay. So I've invested over 20 grand in camera equipment, and I can do that. I can fly business class without having to worry about, okay, I need to pay my rent at the end of the month. I can't afford this. I no longer go into restaurants and have to do all the calculations before I even order the food. I don't have to do that anymore. I don't really even have to look at the prices. So
yeah, it's a completely different life. It's amazing. Now, I just wanted to let you guys your attention. I got, really big news inspiring from Jono. I got to give you guys a little bit of bad news, unfortunately. So let me just share my screen here. So if we take a look at the vendor stats today, you can see that Project Profit Academy, there's been 13 sales on this call. Now, remember, I told you guys these bonuses are only available to the first 10 spots. Now, the last couple of times me and Jono have made an exception on this, and the reason why we did was because we had full houses. We had 500 people on the call. The energy is great on here. We can tell by the engagement on this call that we have our next batch of success stories here. And you can always tell that. And I think you've seen that too, Jono. When we do these calls, and you can see the way people are interacting and how engaged they are and how much energy they have. You can tell that we've got a successful group of people, right? So what we've done the last few calls, and we're going to do it on this last set because we did it's only fair because we did it the first day and the second day. So this is the last one. We're going to do it today too. We're going to make an exception here if that's okay with you, Jono. We're going to give these bonuses to the first 20 people that pick this up, okay? So 13 people have picked this up already. I'm going to give you guys updates on this. We're not going to continue to update it again after that. This is a one-time extension that we're making an exception for you guys in this case. So if you think that's fair, Jono, we'll do this one more time. Instead of to just 10 people, we'll give you guys the bonuses to 20 people. Jono, what do you think? Give them your feedback on these bonuses. Why? These bonuses are actually kind of important to get. I mean, they can still get results without them because you got in here without these bonuses. I mean, Jono got in here about, I think 14 months, something like that ago. And you got just the profit funnel. And I know you didn't get the profit, so you got just the training.
Yeah. Yeah. At the time when I joined, Project Profit Academy, it was purely a bunch of digital training, which is all awesome, and that's all still in there. And I've actually gone in there since, and I've added my own training into that area, right? All the digital training. You know, I've shared secrets inside of this digital training that I've never shared anywhere else, okay? I've never shared inside of a $13 product. I've never shared inside of any of my YouTube videos, because these secrets are so powerful, okay? They took me months to figure out, and although they're really easy to implement, okay, I don't want this stuff getting saturated, okay? That's why I'm not putting it out in $13 products that thousands of people are buying. I'm not putting it on my YouTube channel. I'm reserving these secrets for those people that have taken action and bought into Project Profit Academy, because I don't want this stuff getting saturated. And it will get saturated really easy if I share this publicly. So they're very, very easy tweaks that you can do. And, you know, there's been like 3 or 4 members inside of Project Profit Academy that have bought this. They've looked at my secrets and they're implementing those exact secrets. And within a couple of weeks, they've already had their first $1,000 days, right? Because these secrets are so powerful. But
it's insane. Our program gets more success stories than anything else out there. It's just crazy to see the results that we're getting for other people all over the world. So sick. Anyways, guys, we got a lot of questions about the Project Profit Academy and Profit Funnel. And because we have 500 people on and so many people are asking so many different questions, it's kind of hard to answer everyone. So what I think what might be useful is we just go ahead and went into the members area so you can see exactly what you're getting for your investment. So if you'd actually like to see in the members area right now, see exactly what you're getting for your investment, give me a hell yes in the chat box. And if we get enough people that are interested, then we'll actually go ahead and show you what you're getting access to.
And bear in mind, what Brendan is about to show you guys it's only a third of what I got access to when I joined, 14 months ago. Since then, we've ramped this up a ton. We have the profit funnel in there. We have a ton of other stuff. Plus, if you buy on this call and you're the first 20 to buy in, you get those 10,000 leads, which is incredible value, But Brendan's about to show you inside. When I first joined, they only had the training. So just bear that in mind.
All right, guys. So you actually get access to 2 different members areas. You get access to Project Profit Academy, and then you also get access to the Profit Funnel. So I'm going to start with Project Profit Academy first and show you guys what you got inside here. Essentially, inside of Project Profit Academy, you have all of the resources and information that you need to start generating $10,000 per month online. This is what Jono got access to, and basically what allowed him to really blow up. Now, I'll do that first, then I'm going to show you the actual profit funnel, which is the same system that we're using. When you go inside of Project Profit Academy, you're going to notice that the training's on the top left here. There's going to be an affiliate academy, a launch academy, and an expert academy. Now, inside of these academies, me and Jono are showing you everything that we know, okay, everything that we've learned over the last couple of years here. And both myself and Jono, on average, so far in 2019, we're both making over $100,000 per month in profit each month so far in 2019, right? So everything that we're doing to generate those kind of results, you're going to see inside of the academies. Now, what I always tell people when they first get inside here is actually just ignore this training. Don't even look at it. Don't even look at this training, right? So just ignore this training. Now, why do I say that? Because the easiest way to get started and to start generating at least $10,000 per month with this business is just let the profit funnel make the money for you. So if you are one of the first 20 people to pick this up, I know we're at 13 now. If you're one of the first 20 people to pick this up, we're going to give you, allow you to basically get all the traffic that you'll ever need that you'll be able to steal from our pages. And we're also going to give you those 10,000 buyer leads. The reason why we do that is to give you basically all the traffic that you'll ever need to get to that $10,000 per month with the profit funnel. So just take that traffic and leads that we're giving you, slam it at your profit funnel, let the profit funnel make the money for you. That's going to be the easiest way to make money with this. Now, if you understand what I'm saying right now, give me a yes in the chat box. If you understand that I'm saying, ignore the training for now. Just use the profit funnel to make you that money. So yes. Okay, awesome. Now my recommendation is after you're making 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 with the profit funnel, then go back into Project Profit Academy here and go through the academies. Because like Jono said, we're both making over 100,000 per month, but the great thing is me and Jono are actually doing different things. So I show people to get free traffic and how to do product launches and stuff like that. Jono shows people how to get like penny clicks with like paid ads and get a massive ROI, like make $2 for every dollar you spend on paid traffic. So we both show some really powerful, crazy stuff in there, right? Now, just to make sure that we like to see people get results right away so that they know that this works, and then they can dive into stuff like that, right? So that's why I say just let the profit funnel make the money for you to get started, and then jump into these different academies, okay? Now, also we have the profit funnel as a second tab. We're also giving you access to every product we've ever put out there in our product catalog. We also have done for you campaigns that we're giving you. Our whole team here is in the Rolodex here to support you, monthly masterminds, and then of course our support. Now, you've probably seen this extremely sexy Swedish guy before. Jono was showing him a couple minutes ago. This is Jonas, and Jonas works on our team, and he was the guy that we kind of tricked onto getting onto the helicopter, which was kind of a lot of fun. But the nice thing about Jonas is with our support, we have better support than any other program out there. Those other programs, most of the time, their support is people from like India or the Philippines. They don't speak English as a first language, which I have nothing against that. It's just, it's not great when you can't communicate properly. And then furthermore, they definitely don't know anything about marketing, right? That's what you see most of the time when it comes to support. Now, in this case, we're actually connecting you with somebody that's using the exact same funnel, the exact same system that you're using, and is making at least $20,000 per month with this exact same system that you're investing into. So Jonas Lindgren, the leader of our support team, he makes tons of money with this system that you're getting access to, which means that your support is going to be so much better, right? Because you're actually getting, like one-on-one support from somebody that really knows what they're doing with the exact thing you're getting. So if you guys can see like how this support is obviously like pretty legendary, give me a hell yes in the chat box. If you understand how like we literally go above and beyond here. We give Jonas a nice salary to work for us. He was pumped up about it because the results he was getting with this, he wanted to actually get on with other people and help them out. And so we fill our chat with proteges as much as we can. Now, you're also going to get access to a Skype line with us, which means that at any time you can answer as many questions as you want. You're going to get support as you go. We also have a Facebook group that you're going to get access to. So all of our members, they share case studies and different things that are working for them and all the results that they're getting. You're going to find that there in the Facebook group. And I think Jono later, he can actually talk about that, and like all the new members that we're getting into that are having like $1,000 days out of nowhere, and them posting in that group is really inspiring and tremendous in and of itself. So if you could see how getting access to Project Profit Academy would make it a hell of a lot easier for you to finally start making money online, give me a hell yes in the chat box right now. If you know that getting access inside here would make it a hell of a lot easier for you. So yeah, hell yes, yes. Yeah, of course, right? So yeah, usually that's kind of the reaction that we get. People see, you get access to all of our products, everything inside, all these resources are awesome. Now, if you like Project Profit Academy, you are going to love the Profit Funnel. Because whereas Project Profit Academy is the resources and the information that you need to build your business, and this is what Jono used to actually blow up his business. He didn't even have access to the Profit Funnel. The Profit Funnel is done for you. So this is the same system and the same funnel that me and Jono are using to make over $100,000 per month, and it's already done and fully ready to go, basically. And I'm going to show you how it works in this video. So when you get inside to the Profit Funnel, you have to set it up. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to set it up. And then all you do is you get people to the lead capture page. Now, this is where the bonuses really come in handy, because if you are one of the first 20 people to pick this up, you're going to get all the traffic you need, all the leads. So you're really going to have that shortcut right off the bat, right? So you just take that traffic, you take that leads, you blast it into your lead capture page, and then the Profit Funnel is going to automatically be generating money for you. Now, the way that it works is it actually sends out messages to all these offers on your behalf. Now, you actually have license rights to all these offers, which means that, first of all, you have guaranteed approval. Now, who here on this call has applied to promote an offer and you had a vendor that actually just declined? They didn't even let you promote their offer. They just said, like, no, thank you, you're not allowed. So people are saying, yes, they've had that happen to them. It's pretty freaking frustrating, right? You're just trying to make some money, and then you apply, like you request approval and they won't even let you get your link, it can be really, really frustrating, right? Now, in this case, because you have license rights on our entire product catalog, you have guaranteed approval on everything. Not only do you get guaranteed approval, but while everyone else is making 50% commissions, you're making 100% commissions on every single sale. So 100% of the money that's generated here in all these offers is going to go directly into your accounts. Some people wonder how many messages we're sending out here. We have over 300 messages set up in this profit funnel. So literally, like, you know, for 300 days straight, we're going to be sending out to all these offers on your behalf with 100% commissions. Okay. So who here thinks the profit funnel is pretty freaking sick? Give me a hell yeah in the chat box if you think this is pretty freaking sick. So you got hell yeah.
Sorry, Brendan, to cut you off. I don't know if a lot of people understand how powerful this is, you know. Me and Brendan, when I joined Brendan kind of mid 2018, we decided to become business partners because he'd seen how fast I was you know, doing this and how the good results I was getting. We decided to make this profit funnel together because we wanted to make Project Profit Academy even better. You know, we wanted to blow any other similar product out the water. And that's why we designed this, because we understand how difficult it is when you first get started, right? We understand how, you know, if you're going to do this organically, just based on training videos, it's hard, right? You need to study a ton of stuff. You need to get your head around a ton of things, right? And although it's possible, it takes a lot of time. And so we decided to make this, to make it ridiculously easy for even complete newbies to start making money. And that's why we created this. We spent tens of thousands of dollars on developers to code this, you know, to make this organically from scratch, because you're getting 100% commissions on every single offer that we've made. And all of these offers are blockbuster offers on Warrior Plus. You know, nobody else. Me and Brendan, you know, we are both the top affiliates on Warrior Plus, and we're the top vendors on Warrior Plus. And every single product that we put out, people buy it. You know, they're blockbuster offers, from the stuff that we make on the sales pages, the stuff that we make to make it convert. You know, everything, every single attention to detail has been put into every single one of these offers. Now you're getting 100% commission on the whole funnel on each individual one of these offers, right? Not just 100% on the front end and 50% throughout the funnel like most of the regular affiliates get. You get 100% commission on every single upsell inside of these funnels. So you can make a lot of money with this profit funnel. And we've designed it to make it super easy for you guys. And we're even giving you, you know, if you're one of the first 20 people to buy on this call, we're giving you the traffic. We're giving you 10,000 buyer leads that you feed into this funnel. You know, it's a complete no-brainer. You know, even a baby monkey could do this. It's so ridiculously easy.
I know. I think that both myself and Jono are really kind of envious in the sense that, like, we didn't have something available like this. Like, we had to create our own system and funnel, but like for people to jump in now and have it already done and ready to go, it's like, you know, it's like being able to snap your fingers and having all the work done for you.
Yeah, I wish I'd have had this when I first joined. You know, I'd have started making $1,000 days, you know, very, very easily, very quickly. And the reason why me and Brendan have made this is because we care about our members. We want them to get results. You know, we're already making so much money that we want to see other people make that kind of money. We want to see other people that have come from a situation like I've come from 2 years ago, where you're on the breadline, you can't afford anything. We want to help you people to start making as much money as possible. And that's really the main reason why we spent so much of our time and money on developing this profit funnel. And we're giving you these 10,000 buyer leads, you know, because we want you to get there. We want you to experience this 180-degree change in your life that I've experienced and Brendan's experienced. You know, it's really cool.
No, it's pretty sick. And, you know, on the call, I talked about how important it is to get high ticket sales, and Jono knows this as well, obviously, because that's where he's got to the point he is. But the majority of profit that you're going to make is going to be on high ticket sales. So remember, I said, you know, the purpose of the funnel, the small low ticket offers here that you're seeing here, the purpose of them is to get people into the funnel, right? But the real money that you're going to generate is going to be on the high ticket sales, right? High ticket equals big money. So the way that this funnel works is we're generating you daily passive income in all of these offers, but we're also focusing on the reason why we make so much money is because we have our system set in place to generate those high ticket $1,000 commissions. Now, we do that in a couple different ways. And like I said, this is the same system we're using. So that's how we're generating our 100,000 here, is we first of all do this with auto webinars. So right now you're looking at a live webinar. We send out automated webinars to your leads every single week. So that means that every single person that you get inside of your profit funnel, we're going to be running like webinars to those people. And anytime that they pick up Project Profit Academy, you're automatically going to get a $1,000 commission directly into your accounts. Now, I want to show you guys this. This is our last 30 days here. And you can see in the last 30 days, we've generated $617,000 in revenue, which I think a lot of people are thinking, holy crap, that's a lot of money, right? Well, take a look at our high ticket, in this case, Project Profit Academy. It's done $300,000 in sales. So what we have done here is this $300,000, that is for our members. The reason why this is so high is because we have this profit funnel set up where we're popping off $1,000 commissions constantly every day to all of our members inside of Project Profit Academy. So if you understand what I'm saying right now and how you're generating these $1,000 commissions, give me a hell yeah in the chat box right now. If you understand how we're actually generating these $1,000 commissions. So be like, hell yeah.
We've pre-written all of the follow-up emails inside of every one of these offers that takes the customers that you generate, that you bring into this profit funnel. It takes those customers from one product to the next product via these emails that we've written for you. And it also sends these people to this high ticket, which is making you $1,000 commissions, right? Now, we know what we do. We know what we're doing when it comes to writing emails. And this is something that I've only recently learned. And it's taken me a long time to figure out how to write emails properly. So inside this profit funnel, you have all of these follow-up emails already pre-written for you by top professional marketers, you know. So, yeah, you can't go wrong.
No, it's pretty sick. And actually, if you notice on this page right here, you can see that in the last 30 days, the best-selling product is Project Profit Academy, so that's what you're looking at right now. Now, this is basically sticky on number one. Like, from 2019, this hasn't moved. This has constantly been the number one, like, revenue-selling, producing product on the entire network. And it never changes. And the reason why it's always sticky at number one is because we have absolutely mastered how to get the high ticket sales. We first of all do it with the automated webinars, which we're going to be running on your behalf and generating you those $1,000 commissions. And we also have it set up to run on the back end of all of these products. So in the training, remember I showed you that image of the funnel, right? And the image of the funnel, you have the low ticket offers to get people in. And then what you're doing is on the back end, that's where you have the high ticket commissions, high ticket sales. The purpose of the sales funnel is to guide customers to the high ticket sales. So for all of these offers, you're getting 100% commissions on all of this stuff. But the bigger picture here is that we're actually setting this up in automated systems in place. So we're actually landing $1,000 commissions for you on your behalf. Now, if you were going to guess, if you were going to go out and create your own system like this, so like the profit funnel, you're going to go it alone here, because really you have two options, right? Well, you have three options. You could quit. You could stop even trying to make money online. You could just say, hey, I'm not going to be successful with this. I'm just going to live my life the way it is right now without, you know, I'm sure that's the option that most people don't want, right? Because if you're looking at a make money online presentation right now, then obviously you want your life to be better, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be looking at how to make money online unless you wanted a better life and you wanted more money. So give me a hallelujah or a hell yeah if you're here right now because you want to learn how to make more money, right? So yeah, hallelujah, hell yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so of course, that's why we're here. We want to make more money, right? So really, if you want to make more money, your options are you either have to do it yourself or you have to get inside here, right? Those are really the only two options. I can't think of a third option other than quitting, really. So what you have to ask yourself is, if you were to go it by yourself, which is definitely an option, we're not saying that's not an option for you, it is. How, and I'm not even going to say that it's not possible, because like I said, you have 500 people on the call. I think there's at least one of you guys that could go out and create a system like this yourself. But if you were going to guess, with your best estimate, how long do you think it would take you to actually create your own system like the one that we're showing you here? with all the high converting offers in place, 100% commissions, high ticket automated webinars, like a webinar like you're watching right now, but an automated version of it, generating you $1,000 commissions, and then actually going on the back end of all these offers and generating you $1,000 commissions. How much time do you think it would take you? And then secondly, how much money would it cost you in investment to create a system or a funnel like this? So we got some people says 2 years. One person says 100 years. Someone says 120,000 hours. And somebody says they couldn't even do it, which they're being honest at least, Someone says like if they went off on their own, it wouldn't matter if you gave them 70 years to build this system. It's just not in their wheelhouse. They wouldn't be able to actually do it, right? And someone says here $120,000 to create this system. And you know what, David, when he says $120,000 to actually create it, that's not actually far off what we've invested into this. And Jono knows this firsthand because we split our business expenses. And I'll show you the rest of the funnel. There's one other feature here that we add as well because we know how important it is to have leads in your business. And remember, leads are an asset. They're something that nobody can ever take away from you. Well, even this one feature alone, it cost us over $15,000. We had to hire a professional coder. He used to work for Amazon. And he said it was possible to do this, but he quoted us a high rate. But we said, absolutely, we need to get this functionality in the profit funnel as well. So we're hosting everything on our servers, but even though we're hosting everything on our servers, every single lead is yours. It's your personal profit funnel. So every lead that you generate in the system, you got to keep yourself. So basically the way this works, guys, you get people into the profit funnel. It sends out over 300 messages to all these offers, which you all have guaranteed approval on, 100% commission, so every dollar is going directly into your accounts. And on the back end of every single one of these offers, we're generating you $1,000 commissions automatically, as well as running automated webinars. Now, because this is all hosted on our servers, there are no costs. You don't need domain names. You don't need website hosting. You don't need autoresponders. You literally have no other business operational expenses at all. Now, when it comes to business, usually you have operational business expenses, right? I mean, usually it costs you money to actually operate your business. As you grow your business, your operational costs usually increase. So it's completely normal for people to have $200, $300, $400 per month worth of operational business expenses, whether that's autoresponder, hosting, or whatever, right? Now, when you actually do the math on that, the cost that you would have if you were to create your own system like this, even if you could figure it out, your operational costs to run that system are going to cost you thousands of dollars per year. So if you're pretty stoked that you're not only getting, access to the same system that we're using to generate these high ticket commissions, but you're also essentially saving yourself thousands of dollars worth of business operational costs that you're not going to have to make, give me a hell yeah in the chat box. If you're pretty stoked that we're actually saving you thousands of dollars with this system.
I think, Brendan, realistically, if somebody was working like 8 to 10 hours a day for 2 years, I think they could realistically put something like this together. But yeah, 2 years working 8 to 10 hours a day, I think that's what it would realistically take. And probably on top of that, at least $30,000 or $40,000 at least. That's my realistic estimate on
that's a pretty good estimate, and I'm going to be frank because I'm a little bit less nice than Jono. I think it's like good cop, bad cop, and Jono's the nice guy, and maybe I'm more of the dick. I would say, and I've seen all kinds of people all over the world. There's a lot of people that could figure this out. I'm going to be optimistic on that, but a lot of people, it's just not in their wheelhouse. They wouldn't know the connections on the coders and the people that they'd have to go to actually get this system together. So there's some people they'd spend 2 years, they'd figure this out. There's some people that would unfortunately never figure this out, right? And I don't want to be a dick, but that's the truth. And I wouldn't have been able to figure this out by myself. Me and Jono had to collaborate on this together. I knew some connections, he knew some connections, and we piled everything together and we created this ultimate system basically, right? Now, some people are asking about their payment options. I want to go to the checkout page so I can show you guys what your options are for this, okay? So you're going to see here on the checkout page, it actually has a list of everything that you're getting access to, everything that's included here, as well as the bonuses that you're getting for picking this up. There's both the full pay option and there's also the 2-pay option. So you have a choice of either picking this up as a one-time payment for $19.97, which if you do that, you never have to make a payment ever again. You're in for life. No more costs or expenses that you need whatsoever, right? Now, if you take the 2-payment option plan, then you're getting in for $1,100 right now, and then 30 days from now, you have a second payment of $1,100. Okay, so you're paying a little bit more, but you're getting in for cheaper here today. Now, once you select on the option that you want, you actually have a couple different payment options. So if you want to, you can put this through on credit card. If you just put in your name, your first name, your last name, your email, and you click on the checkout, you can check this out with credit card. On the other hand, if you prefer to pay with PayPal, you just click on this blue button below the checkout button, and you can go ahead and pick this up with PayPal as well. So you have lots of different options. You get to pick your plan, whether you want the full pay or you want the 2-payment plan, $1,100 now, $1,100 in 30 days. And then once you click on over there, then you've got the credit card option, or you have the PayPal option as well. Okay. So people are asking questions about that. So that's all that cleared up. I also want to let you guys know that so far on this call, we have 18 people that have picked this up. So it's the May 9th right now, and it looks like 18 people on this call have picked it up, which means that we have 2 spots left. Now, really, my recommendation to you is this is the last call. So we don't have another call tomorrow or the next day or whatever. My biggest recommendation is you get in here one way or another. Doesn't matter whether you pick up the full pay or the 2-payment plan, whether it were credit card or PayPal, whatever you do, you get inside here. You really should be one of the next 2 spots because these bonuses are kind of super important.